Hi, I'm Sarah from sewingmastery.com, and we've had a couple of questions come up at our store this last week, and they've been all the same problems. So one of the questions we get asked is, why does my embroidery machine not recognize the hoop that I put on? So on some machines, you have tons of hoops, and thank goodness the machine manufacturers have actually helped us in making sure we don't put the wrong hoop on. How does the machine even know that we have the wrong hoop on? Or we think we've picked the right hoop and we actually have put a different one. I'm going to tell you why. So on the hoops of, like, for example, the Bernina machines, they have these little bumps. Those bumps change the order or areas that they're bumpy on. So when the machine sees them and it goes across the bumps, that's when it knows if you've got this size or this size. And if you haven't told it what size of hoop you've got on, it's going to catch you and say, hey, what is this? You need to change your hoops. So one thing else that we've noticed is on the Husqvarna Viking and Pfaff machines, they too have a way that the machine recognizes which hoop is on. You need to select the hoop you're using, and then the machine checks it and says, attach correct hoop, or attach hoop, and you're like, the hoop is attached. And you go back and forth. Well, the thing is that the hoop it sees and the hoop you picked didn't match, and that's why it's holding you back from starting that embroidery design. And even though it's frustrating, you gotta say thank you, because that is saving you from an embroidery catastrophe. So right here on the edges of the Viking and Pfaff hoops, you will notice that there's either a bump or a ridge, or this is extended extra long. So why is this happening so much? I mean, isn't it obvious that if you look at the edge of the hoop and it tells you what size it is, that you should be able to do that no problem? Here is what we have been noticing. On the Husqvarna Viking and Pfaff machines, there are hoops that are the same number size. So this is a 240 by 150 hoop, but this one is a magnetic hoop. And on the list of hoops, it actually has this one listed as a 240 by 150, but this one is listed as a 240 by 150 M for metal hoop or magnetic hoop, however you want to call it. And so if you pick the wrong one, it thinks you have this one and it's not. So you have to pick from the list of the hoop you're actually using. So if it has an M, that's metal hoop or magnetic hoop. If it's an E, it's an endless hoop. Yes, and so just make sure you're picking the right hoop. So your machine knows best. Also, too, if you don't get the hoop all the way on, it won't recognize it either, so it'll come up with that message. So just make sure you feel the click, or on the Bernina hoops, you feel that little double click as it latches into place. So if you have had some frustration where it is not recognizing your hoop, it could just be that you haven't picked the right hoop based on the hoop you put on the machine. So I hope this was helpful. Check out the rest of our videos, sewingmastery.com. We've got our online courses, Stitching Cosmos, some of the quilts behind me. And if you want to master all the decorative stitches and presser feet that are out there for your machines. Also, the Embroidery Essentials online course is an excellent way to master your embroidery machine. So if you haven't checked those out, check the links below this YouTube video, and they will get you all the information that you need. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.